Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. BML College Online. This is our social media live session for today, and I am going to give you some information about what you can do at BML College if you're someone working professional, or if you are a student, or if you want to develop your career and you want to become yourself qualified, then we have the options for you. So stay tuned. I'm going to get you more information about how to apply to our college and what courses are available now to do online and how you can join our courses. Stay tuned.
Welcome to our prestigious college in the central Birmingham location. Established in 2012, BML College UK is a visionary organization committed to providing high-quality education and learning opportunities for wider communities. At BML, we believe quality education should be affordable and accessible to everyone in the world. We take pride to provide internationally accredited, high-quality educational programs to our students through a panel of ambitious, well-qualified teachers who will naturally inspire students to be self-motivated in their approach to learning and to get beyond textbooks by applying their understanding to the outside world.
Discover BML College UK and International, a global hub where minds from around the world collaborate to create academic excellence. With cutting-edge programs, renowned professors, and a vibrant campus, BML is the launch pad for your ambitions. Whether you dream of business, tech, or the arts, you'll build a network spanning the globe and make your mark in the world. Don't just dream big. Come to BML and make it happen.
Welcome to our prestigious
Welcome to BML College UK, a prestigious institution established in 2012 in central Birmingham. We are committed to providing high-quality education and learning opportunities for communities worldwide, ensuring accessibility and affordability for all students. At BML College, we not only want our students to achieve academic excellence, but also to become a better learner for life. Learning is a lifelong journey, and we need our students to keep thriving in the corporate sector, learn and cultivate British values, become a better human being, protect the natural environments, and giving back to the communities they live in. We want you to be a proud graduate of BML College UK and International and make your dreams come true. In this video, we will learn how important is higher education for today's world. At BML College, we believe higher education is crucial in the 21st century. It offers better economic perspectives, empowers personal development, encourages community involvement, helps individuals lead structured lives with a strong sense of responsibility. Pursuing higher education helps you realize your passions and develop discipline. It enhances decision-making skills and provides a sense of accomplishment, as each completed course or task reflects your talent and hard work. People with higher education live more structured lives. They have stronger sense of responsibility and advanced personal development skills. When you are in higher education, you will improve your verbal and written communication skills. So you will be a better communicator.
Higher education is important for students because it lets you to realize your different passions. The more you learn, the liker you will find the true passions in your life. Higher education will give you greater sense of discipline because higher educational programs will teach you disciplines required as a professional. You will learn how to follow complex instructions and meet deadlines. You will be trained how to assess a situation and come up with best alternatives, decision-making skills, and many more. Higher education will also give you a sense of accomplishment each time you successfully complete a course, modules, workplace task, a qualification. You will get a sense of accomplishment that your talent and hard work paid off.
At BML College, we follow UK education system. The UK higher education credit system quantifies learning through credits, which reflect the amount and depth of learning achieved. Credits are accumulated towards qualifications, ensuring recognition of your educational accomplishments.
Credits are awarded upon successful completion of modules based on learning outcomes. This system ensures that your achievements are recognised, regardless of how or where the learning took place, maintaining a consistent standard.
Credit is a means of quantifying and recognizing learning whenever and wherever it is achieved. It can be used as a tool to compare learning achieved in different contexts. Most higher education programs of study comprises of credits has been assigned to individual modules and/or to whole programs. A number of credits is normally assigned to each module, which indicates the amount of learning undertaken, and a specified credit level indicates the relative depth of learning involved. Together, these are known as the credit value. Credit is awarded once you have successfully completed a module in recognition of the amount and depth of learning which you have achieved. Credits are then accumulated towards the total credit required for a program of study and a qualification. Most institutions that provide higher education programs of study in England use credit. Now let's see how and when credits are awarded.
Credit is awarded to you when you have shown through assessment that you have successfully completed a module or a program by meeting the specific set of learning outcomes for that module or program. Statements of learning outcomes outline what you will know, understand, and be able to do when you have successfully completed a piece of learning. It is the achievement of the learning outcomes that is essential for the award of credit, not how or where the learning took place, or how it was assessed, or how long it actually took. You usually demonstrate that you have achieved the learning outcomes of a module or qualification by successfully completing one or more pieces of assessed work to a minimum standard. Exceeding the minimum standard does not result in you being awarded more credits, as the credit value is fixed before assessment. The credit value indicates both the amount of learning expected, the number of credits, and its depth, complexity, and intellectual demand, the credit level. Each module or unit has only one level for its credit. The credit value for a module or unit is set for that element of learning before you begin your studies. Once you have been assessed and have successfully achieved the required learning outcomes, you are awarded all of the credits, the credit value for that element of learning.
Most undergraduate certificates and diplomas have 120 credits, whereas a foundation degree is equivalent to 240 credits as shown in the table. Bachelor's degree is awarded when 360 credits are achieved. Master's degree is awarded when 540 credits are achieved. Likewise, it is very important to understand how UK academic credit system works. For more information, please visit www.qaa.ac.uk. At BML College, we provide outstanding academic support for our students to achieve their academic credits. We have sophisticated learning management system and an online library. Our tutors are qualified and experienced to support you achieving your desired goals.
When you enroll into our courses, you will be given access to a robust learning management system where you can explore online resources, lecture materials, online libraries, and access a wealth of resources. These platforms provide valuable materials to support your studies and enhance your learning experience at BML College. Thank you for joining BML College UK for your educational journey. We are here to support you every step of the way, offering unique opportunities to push your boundaries and achieve your academic goals.
Right, so when you join our courses online, we will make sure that you get good education, access to the latest materials, and you get the support from our tutors from the UK straight. So if you are someone very part of the world and thinking of higher education, it is BML College and it is at your fingertips. So if you're someone who is busy and who's working full time, maybe they're juggling between things, tasks, sometimes family to look after, sometimes it's a full time work. So your busy schedule will maybe you have not got any opportunities in the past, therefore sometimes people give up education, but at BML College we are here to support you all the way. So you may be a dropout, university dropout, or you have dropped out from your college or the school. We are here to support you. You can start again, you can start from level 3 qualification. So you can apply to study at BML College. You can go to our website, bmlcollege.com, and apply to your preferred qualification. Then a member from our team, admissions team, will be in contact to see whether you are eligible for the program. So if you are eligible, yes, you will be get enrolled. And we also have 50% scholarship for our students who want to study online. We will make sure that you get good education and also support for students, a friendly community, and also flexibility, because you are already juggling between tasks in your own life. For example, you are working full time, you have families, so you have things to do, but still you want to start a qualification, because the qualifications will give you the knowledge and understanding, and it may give you an opportunity to climb up in the corporate ladder. So that is the beauty of education. So when you get into education, you will see wisdom, because knowledge is wisdom. You will see, you will try to you will be able to realize your passions. So sometimes it is, you might think, oh, the knowledge, when you get the knowledge, then you think, oh, this is something new that I didn't know. So when you learn and you get the education, then you are going to be a different type of person than when you were without the education. So education is the key for your career. So make sure, whatever the circumstances that you are in now, maybe you are a full-time worker, you have family to look after, but still you're thinking of how to upgrade yourselves, because that is the world we are living in. There is a huge competition for the job roles. So then you will be able to stand out from the rest of the crowd when you are educated, and specifically when you get UK education, the qualification that adds value to yourself. So personal development, improving knowledge, getting the qualifications, that gives you invaluable, it's a good asset to your life. So get into higher education, go to bmlcollege.com. We are here to support you all the way. We also have campuses, physical campuses in Sri Lanka and in Birmingham, UK. So if you can commute to one of these campuses, yes, you can get into physical locations and study at our campuses as well. But if you are someone who cannot commute to these locations, then online sessions and the learning management system that we have, which is very sophisticated, you will be able to gain the same knowledge, same support that you will get at the physical location as well. So contact us. The hotlines are open. The numbers displayed on the screen are open. You can text us on WhatsApp. We are here to support your learning journey. Do not get yourself overthink oh, I don't think it's going to work because I don't have much time, I don't have money, and if there's anything coming in between you and education, oh, that is not a good sign. So education is a must. So make sure that you are upgrading yourself. If you have completed your O levels, your A levels, and then you can go into a high national certificate level, level 3, level 4, level 5, like that, up to level 7, the master's level, and then even up to PhD. It will definitely give you the return on investment. So let us know your circumstances and your goals. We are here to support you. You're not only gaining the paper qualification, you're gaining UK qualification, which is recognized and it is approved by the awarding bodies and Ofqual approved, and also we have Scottish qualifications and regulation framework approved awarding bodies in the UK that there are regulators. So you are getting authenticated, and it's approved qualification that is acceptable around the world for job purposes, for visa purposes, and even if you are looking for higher education, because we have partnerships with the universities as well. If you complete our diplomas, you are able to get into a university as well. So if you're not sure like where to start and whether you are qualified and whether you want to go to the university, if so, what level the university that you want to get into, we are here to support you. So call our hotlines displayed on the screen. We are here to support you. So we have the regulations, we have the accreditations and approvals. So make sure that your college is you're attending a college that you can be proud about. BML College offers courses in business and management, law and legal studies, computing and IT, health and social care, early learning and childcare, education and training, hospitality and tourism. Some of these programs are available online. So you can let us know what programs that you would like to get enrolled into. We will give you the best service, best advice, and we will support you all the way until you get into the admissions, enrollment, and studying at BML, and until completion, graduation. And even after graduation, we have options, we have support that where we can place you into the university, or we can find you jobs, work placements. It depends. Also, some of these programs have a lot of opportunities in the market. For example, health and social care development, health and social care management. So a lot of students are completing health and social care diplomas nowadays to find better opportunities in the market. And also, one of the most popular program at BML College are early learning and childcare, because there's a huge market for that as well. If you're living in the UK, you can become an Ofsted regulated registered child minder as well, and you can get self-employed in the UK to become a child minder, qualified and accredited, approved childminder, so that you can develop a career in that field, and you also can earn if you get self-employed. So we have guidance and support to our students, and we will give you even after graduation, because we believe it's not the paper qualification, or it's not just the process of getting information and knowledge. No, it's what is important at BML College is who you become, what you give back to the community, how much you have improved, how much you have changed, and the education should apply to your life. So it's not just a paper qualification or the a lot of information or the assignments or the or any exams. No, it's not matter. What matters, who you become, what values that you have improved, what skills that you have improved, whether you have improved your employability skills so that you can go into a better position in life and apply for better work opportunities. Go abroad if you are someone who's dreaming of going abroad for higher education or even for job opportunities. We have seen a lot of students who have developed their careers in their preferred fields, and some of them have climbed up in the corporate ladder. For example, if they are an officer or an executive, they complete a diploma in business and management and they get into positions like assistant managers, and above, so directors, managing directors. So that is the corporate ladder, and then you are getting wings with education to climb up in the corporate ladder. At BML College, we ensure that you are not only gaining the knowledge and understanding and achieving the learning outcomes, but we also make sure that you get the vocational training, employability training, employability skills development in order to get into a job. Because 97% of our students, graduates, are in higher education or in full-time employment within 6 to 12 months of their graduation. This is a wonderful achievement by our college past few years. So therefore, we really want to make the difference in the community. If you are someone looking forward to apply to study abroad or apply to study in the UK, we can get you university offers as well once you are qualified. Stay tuned, there are lots of information to share. At BML College, we cultivate British values. British values are very important to us at BML College. We are a team of professionals who work with a true sense of team spirit to establish a strong sense of social and moral responsibility. We are committed to build British values by creating environments that are free from discrimination, intolerance, and hate. So there are a few British values that I want to get you some knowledge about. Let's see next video.
Welcome to BML College UK and International, a prestigious institution established in 2012 in central Birmingham. Induction video 2. At BML College, we not only want our students to achieve academic excellence, but also want to grow to become outstanding human beings. We want our students to become better learners for life. Learning is a lifelong journey, and we need our students to keep thriving in the corporate sector, become a better human being, protect the natural environments, and giving back to the communities they live in. We want you to be a proud graduate of BML College UK and International and make your dreams come true. At BML, we cultivate British values. There are 5 British values such as democracy, individual liberty, mutual respect, tolerance, and the rule of law. These principles are integral to our educational approach, fostering a supportive and inclusive learning environment for all students.
There's more to being British than talking about the weather, watching the World Cup and making an amazing cup of tea. In Britain, we have a set of values we hope to be shared by all that guide us to be a nation where everyone feels safe, valued and free to be themselves. So, what are they and what do they mean? Mutual respect and tolerance. We don't all share the same beliefs, faiths or ideals, but we should respect others and feel respected and safe in our own beliefs. We shouldn't impose our beliefs on anyone else, as we wouldn't wish others to do to us. Remember, we're all different. Democracy. Being in a democratic country, our voice matters. Our votes guide the decisions made by the government for the best running of the country. Democracy allows the majority view to become the deciding factor in decision making, and it helps us feel valued. And don't forget that your vote counts too. The rule of law. The laws in this country are put in place to help us live and work in a happy, safe, and secure environment. Abiding by the laws set in place through democratic processes is in our best interest if we want to remain safe. Individual liberty. We have the freedom to express our individuality through freedom of speech, freedom of choice, and our individual presentation. Just consider the guidance in the above values and show respect to all. Our individual liberty protects our rights, and expressing our individuality demonstrates our value in British society. Each of us is unique, but with a shared goal of harmony. So, remember British values: democracy, mutual respect and tolerance, rule of law, and individual liberty. And then, make yourself a cup of tea. I hear we're known for it.
At BML College, we respect each other's differences because we know everyone has the right to be themselves and express their opinions.
At BML College, we treat others as we want to be treated. We celebrate diversity and show kindness to everyone because we respect all irrespective of their differences.
At BML College, we respect and learn from each other's beliefs and traditions. We study together in harmony. We practice tolerance of different faiths and beliefs.
At BML College, we know that everyone's voice counts. We all have a say in making decisions that affect us. We understand democracy is important.
At BML College, we understand that the rules and legislations are in place to keep us safe and to be fair for all. Rules apply to everyone, no matter who you are. We respect the rule of law. Thank you for considering BML College UK for your educational journey. We are here to support you every step of the way, offering unique opportunities to push your boundaries and achieve your academic goals. For more information on our courses to join, please visit bmlcollege.com.
Right. Right. Okay. So, yeah. We have our learning management system, and we are tracking our student attendance. You can get into the learning management system and learn wherever you're in the world. We have the library, online library, access to all students. You can do your own library sessions, and also we have Teams classrooms, webinars, seminars, and workshops online for students who want to complete these qualifications. So we are tracking your performance, we are tracking your progression. So it's very important. Quality is very important at our college because we are regulated and we are governed. So we have to make sure that you get the education and knowledge that you need, and also flexibility as well, and the support and employability. Employability is very important because that is our core value. Because we believe education should give you the opportunity in the market to grab the knowledge and improving skills so that you can get into the job that you need. So our promise, we believe education is a life-changing opportunity for an individual. Yes, I have witnessed. Now I have been working with BML College for past 15 years, and then it has been a wonderful journey for me. I have seen thousands of students from 14 different countries completed our qualifications, and they have grabbed these opportunities, and the education that we have given to them has changed their lives. Some people have moved to other countries for higher education. Some people have moved to countries for job opportunities, and also some people have started their own businesses. So it's very important, education and who you become and grabbing the life-changing opportunities for you is what we need at BML. And also 97% of our graduates are in higher education or in full-time employment within 6 to 12 months of their graduation. So it is very important parameter at our college. Also, we give full support, guidance and care for students and families to find job opportunities in their countries, and also foreign student visa opportunities as well. So depending on your circumstances, your goals, we can help you achieving your educational goals. We have BML Student Union, and also we have alumni with over 1,000 members in it from 14 different countries. We are happy about our progression. We really want education to grow global so that many students can get into higher education, and also we give 50% scholarship for our students as well. We also have optimized program delivery and improved student outcomes. We also have a very good resource management team that we are here to support you. We have career guidance teams as well. And financial aid and scholarships at BML College are very attractive. We have offered over £45,000 worth of scholarships to students in the year 2025. So we are giving more students that opportunity in this year. If you are someone who want to start studying at BML College online and complete your education, get into a university for top-up degrees, or you want to complete the education because you need to complete it is in order to get a visa status in the UK or anywhere, these qualifications are UK regulated, therefore it is accepted by the world's leading universities and also by the employers as well. Employers really value these qualifications. So you can get more information if you go to www.bmlcollege.com, or you can call the numbers displayed on the screen. We are here to support you all the way.
I'm Dia, living in Saudi Arabia, and I recently finished studying my Level 3 diploma at Business Studies at BML College UK, and I'm so excited to be finishing my university here in Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much.
We have thousands of stories to share because there are over 1,000 alumni members we have with BML College. So this is one of the stories from our students who have studied online from Saudi Arabia. So once the student completed his O-levels actually, GCSE, he has studied level 3 diploma in business management online with us for a year, and then he got the admissions from the state university in Saudi Arabia. So like that, we have lots of information and student stories to share. A lot of students get into job opportunities. Some students get into university top-ups. So we are really here to help you with your educational goals. So the goals for upcoming period, we are committed to fulfilling the evolving role of colleges in the society. As we move into upcoming period, our focus will be on enhancing program quality, improving student engagement, and strengthening academic support. These goals are aligned with our long-term strategy, Awaken the Genius Within. And also we are addressing areas for improvement. If there's any, we get the student feedback, and if there is any improvements that has to be done, we will always do that in order to make sure that we improve the service delivery for you. Also, we are innovating our systems, innovating teaching, effective use of our learning management system, and to improve the student satisfaction. So we are a unique college that is available to the world, and also anybody from any part of the world can join our courses and get graduated. Right, so thank you so much for joining my presentation today. But I have some more information to share with you. I want to give you like examples of our learning, or I'm going to give you play a video that. Okay,
We have
so let's
detailed
listen to
videos
this
on
video
many of the
now.
models, so watch out for links. First out, great man. Back in 1840, Thomas Carlyle, a Scottish philosopher, presented great man theory. This theory stated that a great man could be one of 6 types: the hero, prophet, poet, priest, man of letters, or king. These great men were born to be great heroes, inspiring the masses and defeating evil. Great man theory received both support as well as heavy criticism already in the 19th century. Before we move on, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Classical management theory consists of 3 models developed between the 1880s and the 1920s. Scientific management originated in the 1880s and focused on analyzing and optimizing workflows. Through time studies and process mapping, etc., new and improved processes can be engineered, resulting in increased productivity. Scientific management questions the status quo and seeks ways of improving output by standardization, waste elimination, and best practices. Henri Fayol developed the administrative management theory around 1900. This theory focuses on management practices. By increasing clarity and improving management, organizations would gain efficiency. Administrative management theory includes 6 primary roles for managers: forecasting, planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. The third theory, bureaucratic.
Right, so this is a sample training that I'm going to give you. This is what you're going to learn online. If you're a business management student, then you need to learn about leadership theories, how it all began, what are the differences between leaders and managers. So different leadership theories are there. Like first, it was the great man theory. People believed that leaders were born, and they cannot be developed. It was the initial in 1840s. That's what they believed. Then it moved into classical management, which is the bureaucratic management, the scientific management, and administrative management. So in these management theories, they thought that this is the scientific management. So there will be leaders and managers. So leaders are leading the vision, managers are managing the workforce. So there are clear differences between leaders and managers. So I'm not going to give the entire classroom session today, but I want to give you some sample how you will learn this at BML College online. So let's watch the rest of the video.
Management is part of Max Weber's classification of authority from the 1920s. Weber listed 3 types of authority. Traditional authority, meaning inherited powers such as nobility or other types of cultural rules or patterns providing a leader with authority. This could be a king, for example. Charismatic authority given by inspired followers, thanks to the personality, skills, attributes and vision of the leader. Rational legal authority means power based on laws, rules, and regulations. This includes being a manager, decision maker in a government agency, etc. Charismatic authority has evolved and is nowadays known as charismatic leadership. What ensures Weber a place among the classical theories is rational legal authority. This has evolved into bureaucratic management, which is characterized by rigid rules, standardized processes, and stiff division of labor and responsibility. Bureaucracy is required to build larger organizations and government entities, and Weber helped to define it. After these intricate theories, there was a fallback towards hero worship. Trait theory was popular in the 1940s through the 60s, and focuses on the leader's skills, characteristics, and attributes. Great leaders would have some of these traits in common, and if you lacked these, you couldn't become a great leader. As we know now, certain qualities can help you in a leadership capacity, but you don't have to be born with a specific set of traits to be good at it. In parallel,
Okay, so in 1940s, there was the trade theories of leadership appeared, and it was about the characteristics of individual that make them leaders. For example, the leaders, the way they talk, the way they behave, and also their characteristics like their personalities. That was their attitudes towards problem solving skills and different types of traits that they have within them had made theory. So trait theory of leadership was that. So let's see the other part of the theory. This is the leadership theories session. I'm doing sample session for you, so then you get to know like what type of classroom sessions that you will attend when you study online. We will play you videos. We will give you workbooks, online, where you can download the assignment briefs are there, and also the learning outcomes that you need to complete in order to gain these qualifications. And also you need to start writing your assignments, the portfolios, and it will be assessed by the assessor and internal quality assurance team, and then it will be forwarded to the external quality assurance for our regulators for external quality assurance. And then once you pass all the stages, you will get your qualification to you. So it is a wonderful experience learning online, and also we give you full one-to-one support as well. If you're someone who cannot understand, or if you need any help away from our normal classroom sessions, we can give you one-to-one sessions as well. So we are here to support at BML College. Your college is at your fingertips. Let's see the rest of the video so that I can get you a little bit of an explanation about what it is and you get an understanding. And at the classroom, we discuss this in depth with examples, and also we also give you books and journal articles where you can gain more knowledge, do a lot of reading, and applying these theories into practice is also very important at BML College. Let's see the rest of the video.
With trait theory, some studies focused on leadership behaviors. In 1938 and 39, Kurt Lewin ran behavioral experiments involving young children led with different leadership philosophies. These are known as the Lewin leadership styles, and they are autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire leadership. In autocratic leadership, the leader holds all the power and dictates what the team members should do. Laissez-faire leadership, also known as delegative, free rein, or hands-off leadership, leaves the group to make all the decisions without the leader. In democratic leadership, the group makes the decisions together with the leader, who also acts as a facilitator. Before we continue, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. The Ohio State leadership studies of the 1940s concluded that two different leadership dimensions could be used independently. The first dimension, initiating structure behavior, means setting the structure, expectations, instructions, etc. The second dimension, consideration behavior, involves taking care of people, creating a good climate, and building relationships. A leader can be high or low on any of these behaviors, which was a new thing in leadership studies at this time. The Michigan leadership studies came shortly after that, and concluded that effective leaders use three crucial behaviors. The first one is task-oriented leadership, focusing on tasks, performance, and output. Relationship-oriented behavior involves trusting in subordinates, focusing on their personal needs. Participative leadership, focusing on facilitation to build a strong team of individuals. This study emphasized that good leaders could be relationship-oriented and task-oriented. The participation, i.e., team element, was a new thing emerging from the Michigan studies, although it had similarities with democratic leadership. In the 60s, Robert Blake and Jane Mouton built a graphical framework for different attitudes in leadership. This framework became known as the Blake and Mouton managerial grid. The framework involved 5 styles of control, plotted in a graph with respect to 2 different leadership behaviors. The y-axis displayed the level of concern for people, i.e., the care and importance given to employees. The other axis shows concern for production, which involves caring for output. The Blake and Mouton managerial grid included 5 different leadership styles. Impoverished management has low amounts of concern for people in production.
Right, so it's not only learning about the theories that matter, but also how do you apply this into your workplace that matters as well. For example, autocratic leadership, sometimes you may have to use autocratic leadership in in case of an emergency. Now, for example, there are autocratic leaders and democratic leaders and laissez-faire leaders. So, if I give you some example for each type of leadership, autocratic leaders are the ones who command. So they don't participate; they command. They will ask you what to do, and the autocratic leaders are supposed to be doing the followers supposed to be doing what they say. Now, for example, these different leaderships are applied in different scenarios. Now, for example, if it is a company that is doing manufacturing, and there's this internal business processes that are in place. Now, if you take, for example, a manufacturing plant, but that manufacturing plant, the everything in the internal business processes are set up. They have machines. They have delegated a staff to complete that particular task. So the autocratic leaders, they can give the command to complete this task on time. So that is autocratic leadership. There are pros and cons for all these types of leadership. Sometimes people doesn't want to listen to autocratic leaders. They may be tough. There may be pressure. There will be a work pressure involved. But some industries need autocratic leadership as well. Now, for example, if it's a military, you're supposed to be following the instruction as per the captain or the leader. If you are captain of a ship, then the subordinates must have followed the captain's instructions. So autocratic leadership is also important in some instances, but democratic leadership is like your consultative, like you get the opinions and ideas of your subordinates and you work as a team. There's collaboration, consultation by the democratic leaders, so you make decisions collectively. Now, for example, these type of leaders are essential for creative industries. For example, if you're working for a advertising firm, then everybody's ideas and their contribution matters if you want to make very good creative ideas. So teamwork and getting to collaborating with your leaders, managers, are also important if you're working in creative industries, like away from the manufacturing industries. Sometimes manufacturing industries need autocratic leadership, but democratic leadership is very well suited for the creative industries and laissez-faire industries. Now, for example, if you take software development, sometimes there's no management input needed because the software engineers, they do their tasks as there's no need of micromanaging. So like that, at the classroom, we give you some examples to identify, to understand these terminologies, and sometimes you might not understand by reading or by listening to it, because these are there are terms to different terms. So if you explain with examples, then you will understand, oh, this is what it is. So we will, at the classroom, we will discuss all this, and we will make sure that you understand what are the different types of leadership and why you have to, sometimes you may have to act as an autocratic leader, sometimes you have to act as a democratic leader, and some of the projects no need to have a leader because they flow according to the plan. There are some industries like software engineering industries or IT industries where you are supposed to be giving little output as a leader because the subordinates or the employees must deliver the process as such. Okay, so then there has been a new development in leadership, which is behavioral leadership. Let's see that rest of the video.
The followers of such a leader don't even care to try. Country club management shows great concern for people while having low production focus. The country club leader focuses on a friendly, harmonious environment rather than production. Authority obedience means giving orders and directing people to execute them without much care for emotions, and performance matters the most. Organization management, also known as middle-of-the-road leadership, is a compromise of concern for people and production. This style results in less than maximum output, but also to a better situation for the people. The last style, team leadership, shows great concern for both people and production. This is the most effective leadership style since the focus on people results in a great team climate, which leads to high performance. Let's move on to contingency theory, i.e., situational leadership theory. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this video. In the 60s, researchers realized that a focus on traits or behaviors wasn't enough. It was incorrect to ignore the follower's situation and the organization's situation. Adding this dimension increased the complexity and opened up for situational leadership theories. Fiedler's contingency theory from the mid-60s was one of the earliest. Fiedler suggested that a leader is appropriate for certain situations, but not all. Instead of the leader adapting to the situation, the leader needs to be exchanged for a leader that fits properly. The model uses the leader's leadership style, a situation assessment based on relations, position power, and task structure. Leader-member relations concern the level of respect, trust, and favor of the leader. The level of clarity and rules, policies and structure define the task structure. Position power concludes the leader's possibilities of issuing rewards and punishments. The higher the score on these elements, the more power and influence the leader will have. Finally, the match between the leader and the situation can be validated by reading Fiedler's graph. Example: given a low-structure situation with weak position power and good relationships, a task-oriented leader will deliver poor performance, and a relationship-oriented leader will perform well. Next is House's path-goal theory of 1971, which focuses on leadership behaviors connected with situational characteristics. Here's a novelty. This model suggests that the leader can, and should, adapt to the situation. This is pretty much a given nowadays, but that hasn't always been the case. Path-goal theory includes 4 leadership behaviors. Directive leader behavior sets clarity, structure, and performance standards. Supportive leader behavior shows concerns for people and their satisfaction. Participative leader behavior utilizes suggestions from the team, even if the leader makes the final decision. Achievement-oriented leader behavior enables setting goals, pushing for excellence, and constant improvement. In path-goal theory, the leader needs to set a path forward, eliminate obstacles and work with the team and these leadership behaviors and rewards to reach the goal. We have 4 theories to go. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate your support. The Vroom and Yago leadership.
Right, so path goal theory is another very important theory that we discussed in the classroom. So directive leadership, supportive leadership, participative leadership, or achievement-oriented leadership. These are different types of leadership theories that you will learn if you join our business classes at BML College Online. Right. So directive leadership is that the leader gives the directions. Okay, this is how you do. This is your KPIs. This is the performance review that we will do. The leader will give you tasks that needs to be achieved during a particular time. Participative is the leader get involved as well along with the team. So they get into the flow and they work together to achieve the goal. Achievement oriented is very important as well, where the project managers need achievement oriented goal because some of the projects are very time sensitive. And sometimes you need to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of handling information, handling tasks. If it is a manufacturing plant, sometimes you are supposed to deliver the orders on time for your clients. Then you need to achieve the outcomes because that is the purpose of being a leader. You will take your team through the path to achieving the organizational goals. So we will give you some information and examples, and we will give you learning materials to study more with real life examples as well. Organizations, how they have developed. For example, Marks and Spencers is one of the retailers in the UK that has achieved 1 billion in revenue. It is the first retail of a supermarket that has achieved 1 billion in revenue, and that was supportive and achievement oriented leadership by the CEO at that time. So we are also talking about different scenarios, different examples, how the UK industries have achieved the different organizational goals in their business. So it is interesting. It's very interesting. Learning is very interesting. If you want if you want to start studying a qualification, you can contact us on the numbers displayed on the screen. We are offering you 50% scholarship as well. So get in touch with us. We are here to support. Let's see the rest of the video. So we are talking about the leadership theories, how it all began, different types of theories from 1840s up to now. So there's the newest theory on leadership is the transactional and transformational leadership theories. We will go into that in a minute.
Model of 1988 guides leaders through different situations. Each situation is assumed to match an appropriate decision style. Additionally, it assumes can switch between styles. The Vroom and Yago model includes two avenues, one for time-driven and one for development-driven decisions. The time-driven model takes the leader through a quick assessment regarding decision significance, the importance of commitment, experience, likelihood, and group and team factors, to reach a suggested decision style to use. Development-driven situations go through a similar assessment, but leads to other suggested styles. There are 5 different forms of decision styles in the Vroom and Yago leadership model, namely decide, individually consult, consult as a group, facilitate, and delegate. Each style suggests how the leader should involve the team in the decision process in order to get the best result. The situational leadership model by Hersey and Blanchard was introduced in the mid-70s and involved task behavior and relationship behavior. 4 leadership styles, telling, selling, participating, and delegating, displayed different task versus relationship behavior levels. The leader should use the style most appropriate for the followers, their capabilities, willingness, and confidence. In situation S1, the followers have low capability and confidence, and the leader needs to be telling them what to do. S2 involves confident team members lacking capability, so they need selling to make them willing to try. As the team members improve their capabilities, S3 is reached, requiring participation from the leader to move the team to even higher levels. The most mature team members, situation S4, are very capable, confident, and willing, so they need less support from the leader, who can resort to delegation. This model shows how the leader should move back and forth between different proportions of relationship orientation and task orientation as the team and the situation develops. The team can regress and go from S4 to S3 as well, etc., depending on the developments. It's time for leadership styles that have a stronger element of emotional intelligence. They are much more fit for the modern challenges of leadership. Let's start with servant leadership, which stands on its own. I think this is more of a behavioral leadership theory rather than a situational one. Greenleaf defined servant leadership in 1970 as a selfless leadership style that puts people first. With a lot of emotional intelligence, the servant leader empathizes, listens, and develops others. Servant leaders often strive for something extraordinary, a greater good, or a cause, rather than standard profit-building corporate stuff. This could be developing the local community, solving world problems, etc. Servant leadership has become very popular, and I think the term is used rather loosely, with many people inaccurately describing themselves as servant leaders. Burns started describing transformational leadership in 1978 as a style for long-term growth and change where people matter, are actively involved, and are developed to grow and improve. With its strong focus on people and emotional intelligence, transformational leadership is considered one of the most engaging and performing leadership styles for businesses to this day. The transforming part also includes a vision, something to strive towards together, which is sometimes compared to charismatic leadership. Bass and Avolio continued the development to introduce the full-range leadership model in 1991, which included transformational, transactional, and laissez-faire leadership, for leaders to switch between as required. Laissez-faire has already been introduced as hands-off leadership, where the leader is absent, and leaves the team to decide for themselves. Transactional leadership is a development of bureaucratic management and LMX, setting up a system of rewards and punishments for employees depending on their performance. In short, do well and you get a bonus, award, or promotion. Do bad, and you get warnings, deductions, and might even lose your job. To set this system up, the processes need to be systematic, measurable, and repeatable. Help desk, telemarketing, warehousing, assembly, etc., are some example environments where transactional leadership might work. This model's resolution is even higher, since it allows for 3 different levels of transactional, and 4 different transformational leadership levels to be applied, resulting in 8 levels, if you include laissez-faire. Finally, we have reached my favorite leadership theory, which is resonant leadership based on emotional intelligence and the 6 leadership styles by Goleman. A resonant leader is self-aware and understands the team members in depth. The resonant leader knows which leadership style to use with whom, depending on the current situation, by applying emotional intelligence. In the end, the leader wants to be in sync with the team through democratic inclusion, affiliative caring, coaching, and providing vision for the future. If the circumstances call for it, the leader can also be task-oriented by using the commanding and pace-setting styles to get the job done. Resonant leadership leads to positive organizational climates that build people and performance. I've personally used this framework as a leader of a $200 million business, and I truly recommend you use it as well. Before a 20-second summary, I'd like to once again ask you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss any new videos. We started with great man theory in 1840, and moved through classical management, with scientific, administrative, and bureaucratic management. A quick detour to trait theory, and we continued to 4 different models describing behavioral leadership in the middle of the 20th century. We continued with more complex leadership theories grouped as contingency and situational leadership models, and ended with leadership based more on emotional intelligence. I hope you enjoyed this overview of leadership theories.
So we were talking about leadership theories. This is just a sample classroom session I'm giving you to get you an idea how at BML College you will learn. We are playing videos, and we give you teamwork presentations to do, assignments to complete, and we discuss in the class. And we share ideas, because that's what's important. So we were talking about great man theory, trait theories of leadership, behavioral leadership theories, and a transactional, transformational leadership, and how it all began, how it developed over the years. And in each session, and also when we describe these theories, we will discuss in the classroom different real life examples as well, using British businesses, because we are based on UK business, UK industries. That's how we share our ideas. And when we do the classroom sessions with other countries, we always ask them to describe examples from their own countries, their own experiences as well. And at the end of the class session, we will ask our students to okay, what you have taken out of today's lesson, and how you will develop to become a better leader. Now, for example, some people are autocratic leaders, some are democratic, some are supportive, delegative, laissez-faire. So different types of leadership theories now you have studied today. So think about how and instances that you had to use these different types of leadership at your workplace or at your classroom in your life. For example, sometimes we have to delegate things for the subordinates. Sometimes we have to direct the subordinates to complete the task. Sometimes we have to participate with the subordinates to ensure that they get the feeling, the motivation, the inspiration to work as a team. Sometimes it's just selling are the different types of leadership theories, situations. Depending on the situation, you can instruct the employees. Sometimes you can delegate the employees. Sometimes you can participate for the situation to complete the task, and sometimes you can sell the ideas. Now, for example, if it is a sales team that you are a sales manager, then you cannot, sometimes it is telling won't do. You need to motivate your team. To motivate, sometimes you need to get the participation as a leader, to get into the process with them, to ensure you are inspiring them, motivating them, because we all are humans. Organization is collection of different people working towards achieving one goal. So it is very important to understand different types of leadership, because then you can apply these leadership theories into practice at your workplace. And when you know that there are different types of leadership, and in this situation what type of a leadership is better, then if you know these differences, then definitely you will be able to better perform at your workplace. Right, so thank you so much for joining with me today. This is BML College online, and I have given you more information about what is our college, and how you can contact us, and what type of qualifications that we offer for you. This is very important. If you are a immigrant in the UK, then you might have to improve your educational qualifications in order to extend your leave to remain in the UK. In some circumstances, education is very important, because now the government has changed the rules, and you need more English language and also RQF level 6 and above qualifications in order to extend your visas in the UK. Then in such circumstances, BML College Online is a great place that you can start studying a qualification. So plan ahead. Please plan ahead all the time. We are here to support you. We are a UK accredited organization. We want more people to get into education. We also offer 50% scholarship. So any part of the world, if you have different perspectives, like for example, different goals that you want to achieve a qualification, because that gives you the recognition in your workplace, then that is also very important. That's why I am here to support you. So BML College UK and International has launched BML College Online for many students to get into higher education, so that you can achieve your educational goals. Thank you so much for joining with me today. Every day we will come live on our social media platforms to give you more ideas about how important higher education, and how you can join our courses. We are here to support you. We are here to give you the flexibility that you need. You can complete these qualifications at your own pace and process. We are giving one-to-one support. We are regulated. We are accredited. We are approved organization. And we have over thousands of students studied with us from 14 different countries. You can get authenticated and high quality education through BML College. We are also partnered with thousands of universities across the globe if you want to get into a university after completing our courses. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you another day. Goodbye. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Hello from BML. BML UK. We are live from Birmingham, England. So, today I'm going to give you some free training and also give you some introduction, what we do, how you can join us, and some important information about care skills trainings that we do for free. So if you want to join our courses, the numbers displayed on the screen are available. You can WhatsApp us, and we are live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and on TikTok. Right. So if anybody um, wants to contact us, we are live for about 1 or 2 hours now on. So you can comment us or send us a message, or our numbers displayed on the screen are available for you 24 by 7, 365 days a year to support you. And also, if you go to our website, bmlcollege.com, we are available, you can start studying a UK qualification from your home. So we want education are affordable and accessible to the world. So we have set up systems in place so that you can get best education, UK's best education online for affordable pricing. And also we give up to 50% scholarship for students who want to get into higher education. We want higher education to be accessible and affordable to the world. So start applying for our courses. We have our systems and our teams in place to support your education. So if you are someone 16 and above, 16 years and above, and if you are thinking of applying for a course, then of course at BML we are supporting our students in the world to get into higher education so that you can change the world, because we believe education will give you uh, mm, will change your lives, because we have seen a lot of students, 97% of our students are in higher education or in full-time employment within 3 to 6 months of their graduation. So that is why we are making UK education affordable and accessible to the world. If you go to bmlcollege.com, you can click the course that you want to study. A member from our team will be in contact to see whether you are eligible to study that course, and we will guide you through, because we want higher education affordable and accessible to the world. We want more people in taking the qualification so that you improve your knowledge and skills, and you will find better opportunities in the market. Okay, let's start our social media live session from now and I'm going to get you a little bit of an understanding about what courses we do and how you can join, and about our college. And specifically, we believe our education is all about how much knowledge and how much skills that you have developed and who you become, rather than a paper qualification or just passing the exams, because you have to ensure that you get the maximum out of the education by changing your lives, changing your thinking, changing your skills, making it better, and apply to real world. So that is the purpose of education. So welcome to BML College UK and International. We are a global college available to the world. BML College Online is a program that we are empowering students to get into higher education. BML is your college at your fingertips.
Welcome to our prestigious college in the central Birmingham location. Established in 2012, BML College UK is a visionary organization committed to providing high-quality education and learning opportunities for wider communities. At BML, we believe quality education should be affordable and accessible to everyone in the world. We take pride to provide internationally accredited, high-quality educational programs to our students through a panel of ambitious, well-qualified teachers who will naturally inspire students to be self-motivated in their approach to learning and to get beyond textbooks by applying their understanding to the outside world.
Discover BML College UK and International, a global hub where minds from around the world collaborate to create academic excellence. With cutting-edge programs, renowned professors, and a vibrant campus, BML is the launch pad for your ambitions. Whether you dream of business, tech, or the arts, you'll build a network spanning the globe and make your mark on the world. Don't just dream big. Come to BML and make it happen. Discover BML College UK and International, a global hub where minds from around the world collaborate to create academic excellence. With cutting-edge programs, renowned professors, and a vibrant campus, BML is the launch pad for your ambitions. Whether you dream of
Welcome to BML College UK, a prestigious institution established in 2012 in central Birmingham. We are committed to providing high-quality education and learning opportunities for communities worldwide, ensuring accessibility and affordability for all students. At BML College, we not only want our students to achieve academic excellence, but also to become a better learner for life. Learning is a lifelong journey, and we need our students to keep thriving in the corporate sector, learn and cultivate British values,
Right, so at BML College, we have four main values where we need our students to achieve academic qualifications because it's very important. That's why you come for a college. So you need to learn well, focus, and achieve your academic qualifications with flying colors. Yes, academic grades matters. So you have to focus on completing your qualifications. We are empowering, encouraging, supporting our students to complete their education. So we have the lowest dropout rates. And also, we want you to become a lifelong learner. So it's not only your tenure with us that matters, but even after, you have to learn to become a lifelong learner because learning is a lifelong journey. Learning is a lifelong journey. Make sure you continue your professional and personal development even after you graduate from us. We have CPD courses as well available for our students online for free. So even if they complete their qualifications with that, they can come back for CPD learning. We are updating our systems regular basis with industry standards so that you can get the CPD courses and certifications as well, even years after graduation. That is the support that we give from BML College because we want our students to ensure that they develop their skills throughout their lifetime and get them the CPD courses and CPD certificates even after graduation. Okay. And also we cultivate British values at BML College. So we will learn about what are the British values, and we are not only focusing on academic progression, but we want students to cultivate British values so that you will be a great product of BML. We also want students to understand and become a global citizen, protect the environments, and give back to the community. Remember, we have an enhanced responsibility towards the community and humanity. Yes, so it's not only your grades or the paper qualification, your graduation, the photos matter. It is what you are giving back to the community, how do you protect the environment, and how you become a global citizen, and what values that you have created over the years are the things that matter, because that is the purpose of education. So, welcome to BML College Online. We are a set of professionals. We want to support our students not only completing their academic qualifications but also becoming a better learner for life. Okay, so let's listen to the rest of the video now.
Become a better human being, protect the natural environments, and giving back to the communities they live in. We want you to be a proud graduate of BML College UK and International and make your dreams come true. In this video, we will learn how important is higher education for today's world. At BML College, we believe higher education is crucial in the 21st century. It offers better economic perspectives, empowers personal development, encourages community involvement, helps individuals lead structured lives with a strong sense of responsibility. Pursuing higher education helps you realize your passions and develop discipline. It enhances decision-making skills and provides a sense of accomplishment, as each completed course or task reflects your talent and hard work. People with higher education live more structured lives. They have stronger sense of responsibility and advanced personal development skills. When you are in higher education, you will improve your verbal and written communication skills. So you will be a better communicator.
Higher education is important for students because it lets you to realize your different passions. The more you learn, the liker you will find the true passions in your life. Higher education will give you greater sense of discipline because higher educational programs will teach you disciplines required as a professional. You will learn how to follow complex instructions and meet deadlines. You will be trained how to assess a situation and come up with best alternatives, decision-making skills, and many more. Higher education will also give you a sense of accomplishment each time you successfully complete a course, modules, workplace task, a qualification. You will get a sense of accomplishment that your talent and hard work paid off.
At BML College, we follow UK education system. The UK higher education credit system quantifies learning through credits, which reflect the amount and depth of learning achieved. Credits are accumulated towards qualifications, ensuring recognition of your educational accomplishments.
Credits are awarded upon successful completion of modules based on learning outcomes. This system ensures that your achievements are recognized, regardless of how or where the learning took place, maintaining a consistent standard.
Credit is a means of quantifying and recognizing learning whenever and wherever it is achieved. It can be used as a tool to compare learning achieved in different contexts. Most higher education programs of study comprises of credits has been assigned to individual modules and/or to whole programs. A number of credits is normally assigned to each module, which indicates the amount of learning undertaken, and a specified credit level indicates the relative depth of learning involved. Together, these are known as the credit value. Credit is awarded once you have successfully completed a module in recognition of the amount and depth of learning which you have achieved. Credits are then accumulated towards the total credit required for a program of study and a qualification. Most institutions that provide higher education programs of study in England use credit. Now let's see how and when credits are awarded.
Credit is awarded to you when you have shown through assessment that you have successfully completed a module or a program by meeting the specific set of learning outcomes for that module or program. Statements of learning outcomes outline what you will know, understand, and be able to do when you have successfully completed a piece of learning. It is the achievement of the learning outcomes that is essential for the award of credit, not how or where the learning took place, or how it was assessed, or how long it actually took. You usually demonstrate that you have achieved the learning outcomes of a module or qualification by successfully completing one or more pieces of assessed work to a minimum standard. Exceeding the minimum standard does not result in you being awarded more credits, as the credit value is fixed before assessment. The credit value indicates both the amount of learning expected, the number of credits, and its depth, complexity, and intellectual demand, the credit level. Each module or unit has only one level for its credit. The credit value for a module or unit is set for that element of learning before you begin your studies. Once you have been assessed and have successfully achieved the required learning outcomes, you are awarded all of the credits, the credit value for that element of learning.
Most undergraduate certificates and diplomas have 120 credits, whereas a foundation degree is equivalent to 240 credits as shown in the table. Bachelor's degree is awarded when 360 credits are achieved. Master's degree is awarded when 540 credits are achieved. Likewise, it is very important to understand how UK academic credit system works. For more information, please visit www.qaa.ac.uk. At BML College, we provide outstanding academic support for our students to achieve their academic credits. We have sophisticated learning management system and an online library. Our tutors are qualified and experienced to support you achieving your desired goals.
When you enroll into our courses, you will be given access to a robust learning management system where you can explore online resources, lecture materials, online libraries, and access a wealth of resources. These platforms provide valuable materials to support your studies and enhance your learning experience at BML College. Thank you for joining BML College UK for your educational journey. We are here to support you every step of the way, offering unique opportunities to push your boundaries and achieve your academic goals.
Right, so our college is established in the UK since 2011-2012 period, and we have helped thousands of students across 14 different countries to start UK qualification online and some on campus. We have campuses in Sri Lanka and in the UK. So what we promise our students, the good education, yes, you get UK qualifications that are recognized around the world, UK credit system you get. So upon completing your awards, you will be given the qualification that are accepted in the world. So think about it. You need to, if you are investing on your future, then definitely a good qualification that will enable you to find global opportunities is a definite advantage. Right. So then support for students. Yes, we are supporting our students 100%. We are here to support our students to achieve their goals in terms of gaining the knowledge and putting the knowledge in practice. We discuss classroom. We have classroom sessions where you can come up with your own ideas, and then we discuss. We share ideas. We have classrooms. Students participating from different countries, so we share ideas. We develop each other. So we are here to support your education all the way, and we are a friendly community. We have our teams and our peers and the lecturers. We are here to support you, guide you through. You are welcome to our college. We give equal opportunities for everyone. So we value diversity. So you can get in touch with us if you are someone watching this from any part of the world. Want to start studying a UK qualification, of course, then BML College Online is your best option. Right, so we are a visionary college where we want high quality education and learning opportunities available and accessible to the wider communities in the world. That's why we have come up with BML College Online platform, where anybody from any part of the world is able to now start a qualification online and get yourself qualified. Also, BML graduates are given direct entries to many universities in the UK and overseas. We have students moving into USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Dubai. We have some university partnerships in Singapore and Europe. So we have seen a lot of our students getting scholarships and also entry pathways to the universities. So you are getting the value for money. So you need to ensure like what is start from level 3. If you are not qualified enough to start a qualification, then of course you can start with entry level foundation, which is level 3. And you can as you go along, you can improve your skills, communication skills, language skills, writing, report writing, researching, all that skills you can develop and become a better learner for life, right? So if you want more details, go to bmlcollege.com. Then you can get more information. Okay, so yes, we are empowering futures through global education. We have offices and campuses in these places, but we are available to the world. So if you're someone watching this, if you can commute to one of these campuses, of course you can, then speak to us. You can start studying on campus courses, but most of our courses are available to study online. So if you cannot commute to these places, then of course you can start an online qualification and start your journey for higher education, right? So these are our addresses and our contact numbers. You can contact us anytime. We are here to support you. And yes, we have approvals and accreditations in the UK and abroad. So you are getting quality education that is regulated and supported by awarding bodies in the UK. Our courses, yes, we have courses in business and management, law and legal studies, computing and IT, health and social care, early learning and childcare, education and training, hospitality and tourism. So these courses lead to university degrees as well. So once you complete level 3, level 4, level 5, then you can go to the university for final year top up, okay, which is level 6, equivalent to bachelor's. So bachelor's degree you can gain once you complete these qualifications. And also we have partnerships with the universities where we can guarantee you a place, provided you pass the modules and you improve your knowledge, and obviously you need to get the award with flying colors. So then we can guarantee you a place at the university. Again, it is subjected to your ability to complete the modules, because it is completely your responsibility and how much effort you put to these qualifications that will enable you to complete, and a good marks needed to secure a place with a university. But we have pathway programs, programs available with the universities that we are already partnered with. Depending on your academic merit, we can support you with further education. Right, so next slide is about, yes, it's 97% of our graduates are either in higher education or in full-time employment within 6 to 12 months of their graduation. This is based on our internal records. All our students, we have contacted them within 6 to 12 months period of time, and we've got the response that 97% of them are either studying for higher education at the universities, or they are in full-time employment. So this is a good progression by the college. So you will also be able to gain better qualification, improve your skills, and definitely you can move up in the corporate ladder, if you are working already or if you are a fresher, then of course you can apply for your dream job, because we are improving the employability skills throughout all our programs, because we believe education should give you the return on investment. So it's not only just a paper qualification, you're writing assignments and you're reading, researching. No, you have to definitely improve your skills in communication, grabbing the opportunities, finding better opportunities in the market, facing interviews, doing your CV. So we have employability skills development team where we will guide you through how to do your CV, how to face an interview, how to do attitude tests in some of the organizations. They have these tests available. So we develop you, and we will make sure that you get a return on investment as well. We are partnered with industry experts and some of the organizations that provide opportunities for our students for work placements and internships, and sometimes the job opportunities as well. So let us know how we can help. Then bmlcollege.com is available for you to support your learning journey. We cultivate British values, as I told you. Yes, we believe it is very important to us at BML. So we will learn about British values. How we are cultivating British values, I will show you that video as well. But before that, I want to let you know, so at BML, what matters to us the most is who you become through education. So that is what matters. So it's not only paper qualification or academic credits or the assignments. You are reaching merits, you're getting distinctions, and you pass. But then who you have become at the end of the day, whether you have improved, whether you have created the values for the society, whether you have created a good relationship with your life, your future, whether you are positive thinker, whether you are applying and go and grab that opportunity. Are you better positioned now than before, is what matters at BML. So we value British values, and we want you to cultivate British values at the same time as your academic qualifications. Okay, let's watch the next video.
Welcome to BML College UK and International, a prestigious institution established in 2012 in central Birmingham. Induction video 2. At BML College, we not only want our students to achieve academic excellence, but also want to grow to become outstanding human beings. We want our students to become better learners for life. Learning is a lifelong journey, and we need our students to keep thriving in the corporate sector, become a better human being, protect the natural environments, and giving back to the communities they live in. We want you to be a proud graduate of BML College UK and International and make your dreams come true. At BML, we cultivate British values. There are 5 British values such as democracy, individual liberty, mutual respect, tolerance, and the rule of law. These principles are integral to our educational approach, fostering a supportive and inclusive learning environment for all students.
There's more to being British than talking about the weather, watching the World Cup and making an amazing cup of tea. In Britain, we have a set of values we hope to be shared by all that guide us to be a nation where everyone feels safe, valued, and free to be themselves. So, what are they and what do they mean? Mutual respect and tolerance. We don't all share the same beliefs, faiths, or ideals, but we should respect others and feel respected and safe in our own beliefs. We shouldn't impose our beliefs on anyone else, as we wouldn't wish others to do to us. Remember, we're all different. Democracy. Being in a democratic country, our voice matters. Our votes guide the decisions made by the government for the best running of the country. Democracy allows the majority view to become the deciding factor in decision making, and it helps us feel valued. And don't forget that your vote counts too. The rule of law. The laws in this country are put in place to help us live and work in a happy, safe and secure environment. Abiding by the laws set in place through democratic processes is in our best interest if we want to remain safe. Individual liberty. We have the freedom to express our individuality through freedom of speech, freedom of choice, and our individual presentation. Just consider the guidance in the above values and show respect to all. Our individual liberty protects our rights, and expressing our individuality demonstrates our value in British society. Each of us is unique, but with a shared goal of harmony. So, remember British values: democracy, mutual respect and tolerance, rule of law, and individual liberty. And then make yourself a cup of tea. I hear we're known for it.
At BML College, we respect each other's differences because we know everyone has the right to be themselves and express their opinions.
At BML College, we treat others as we want to be treated. We celebrate diversity and show kindness to everyone because we respect all irrespective of their differences.
At BML College, we respect and learn from each other's beliefs and traditions. We study together in harmony. We practice tolerance of different faiths and beliefs.
At BML College, we know that everyone's voice counts. We all have a say in making decisions that affect us. We understand democracy is important.
At BML College, we understand that the rules and legislations are in place to keep us safe and to be fair for all. Rules apply to everyone, no matter who you are. We respect the rule of law. Thank you for considering BML College UK for your educational journey. We are here to support you every step of the way, offering unique opportunities to push your boundaries and achieve your academic goals. For more information on our courses to join, please visit bmlcollege.com.
Right, okay, so yeah, that was about how we cultivate British values at our college. And we are also, academic performance is very important at our college. So we have Teams classrooms available for students if they need support. We have live sessions, interactive sessions available for the students online. And also we have recorded learning in learning management system, where you can access our recorded learning sessions, presentations, and videos to learn at your own pace and pauses. We also have Teams Library, where you can access the essential books required for your learning process. We believe that learner enrollment, retention, and satisfaction is very important at BML. So we have individual teams to support you throughout your journey. So academic performance is very important as well. So you have to complete all your assignments and learning outcomes to ensure that you are gaining the knowledge that is required, and put that into practice through the assignments and portfolios. There are different classroom activities that you need to get involved so that you improve your skills, such as presentation skills, communication skills, report writing skills, academic referencing skills, things like that. Okay, so make sure that you are enjoying your time, whether it is online or on campus. This time of your life is very important that you gain the knowledge, because you at young age, if you start your qualification, it definitely will change your life. So it is very important that you are investing on your future because higher education will let you realize your passion. Sometimes maybe you don't know whether that you have had that kind of a passion in your life. So to realize your passions, start a qualification so you will learn and it will change your lives, and maybe it will give you an idea for a business or to develop your future career. So that's why at BML we have made UK education affordable and accessible to the world through BML College Online. Our promise, yes, as I told you before, our promise to you is we are flexible, so you can start your qualifications at any period of time, and we are giving you up to 2 years to complete a qualification, because sometimes you need paces and pauses in learning, so we are flexible in terms of the duration and at what time you want to start your qualification and what time you want to finish. So we are given up to 2 years our LMS portal accessible to you so that you can study at your own pace and process. And also we are here to support you 24/7, 365 days a year. We have the student administrators and tutors, academic skills development team, and also your personal tutors, and we have student support team, and you will be given a dedicated team or a WhatsApp team where you can contact us on WhatsApp. So that is our promise. Also, employability is one of the key aspects in our college. We need all our students to ensure that they are achieving their skills, they are achieving their goals in terms of career development, starting a business, and employability. So we have some of the options available for some courses, and some students can get into work placements and job opportunities as well. Yeah, so employability is also one of the key aspects in our performance review. So our promise, we believe education is a life-changing opportunity for an individual. 97% of our graduates are in higher education or in employment within 6 months of their graduation, and we give full support, guidance, and care for the students and families to find job opportunities in their local market or in foreign markets, or if you want to move abroad for higher education, yes, we have opportunities for that as well through BML Beyond Borders program. Right. Yeah. So we have over thousands of students from 14 different countries in our alumni, and also student union is also available for students to network. Operational reviews, yes, we have LMS system which is very sophisticated, and we are getting the reviews from our students for improved student outcomes, and also we are managing effectively our resources to guide you, give you the best experience in online learning. And also we have financial aids and scholarships available, which is 50% scholarship, so you can request for a 50 to 70% scholarship depending
I'm Dia, living in Saudi Arabia, and I recently finished studying my level 3 diploma at business studies at BML College UK, and I'm so excited to be finishing my university here in Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so students from around the world are studying at BML College. We also have some free courses available as well. So it is definitely you need to you can get more information from if you call the number displayed on the screen. A member from our team will be get back to you, and wherever you are in the world, you may be from Asia, Africa, or Middle East, Europe, any part of the world. If you want to start studying a qualification, yes, then contact us. We are able to support you. Right. So today I'm going to get to free training. Free training. Okay, free training. I will share the screen now for that. So we will do the training today. So we are going to learn about COSH. Okay. Let's see what is COSH. This is for care students, but I'll give you
Welcome to your
I will
online.
give you this training, so you get free training today. If you want to get more information and if you want to do more free training courses, or you want to start a qualification with us, please do let us know. We have more courses available online. Okay, so welcome to the online training of FOCOSH, which will guide you through the regulatory requirement for the control of hazardous substances in the workplace. This COSH course will provide you with the knowledge and understanding required in your role as a health and social care worker and meet the expectations in the health and social care sector. The training will provide evidence for knowledge requirements for level 2 to 4 health and social care diplomas, and will also link to care certificate standard 13. Right. Right. So, okay, we will start
Learning
the training. Yeah,
aims.
learning
The
outcomes.
aims of
During this training, you will learn about the definition of COSH, regulatory and work placement requirements of COSH, COSH symbols used on packaging, the different routes chemicals can enter and affect the body, the meaning of biohazards, how food becomes hazardous, safe measures to prevent harm, the different types of PPE equipment, the correct procedure for storing hazardous substances, risk assessment, and data sheets.
your learning.
Okay, so we will define what is COSH, and we will also learn about hazardous substances and safety measures.
Module
Right, the
1.
definition of COSH. What is COSH? Let's start your training by telling what is COSH, okay? So COSH is the control of substances hazardous to health regulations that make it a requirement for employers to manage hazardous substances safely in their businesses, okay? So it is a control of substances that are hazardous to health regulations. So it is hazardous to health. So employers must control how to handle these substances in order to make sure that it is health and safety compliance. Okay, compliant. Right. So that is the definition of COSH.
COSH regulation.
Now, COSH regulations. COSH regulations introduce a legal framework for controlling people's exposure arising from work activities. Responsibilities under these regulations include employers must make an assessment of the health risks created by the work, right? So there should be health risk assessment that employees should do if their job involves any hazardous equipment or the substances that need to be handled. Okay, they must implement measures that need to be taken as a consequence. So there should be measures. What will happen if they do not adhere to the procedure? Okay, and then there should be consequences. So there should be measures for the consequences taken as okay. They must protect people's health and meet the requirements of COSH regulations. Yes, because it is a responsibility of the employer to ensure that the workers and the public are protected by these substances if they are handling substances at work. Exposure. Every year, there are workers that are made ill by exposure to hazardous substances in the workplace. So let's see what are the hazardous equipment. Okay, so lung disease. Sometimes exposure to hazardous substances cause lung diseases such as asthma. Okay, sometimes it is some types of cancer. So if there are any hazardous substances at work, then that can cause their employees or the public some types of cancer. And also skin diseases, some such as dermatitis. So there are different types of skin diseases, allergies can happen because if you do not control these substances, or if you do not handle it carefully. Okay, so exposure can create different types of diseases. Right. So next,
What can cause
what can
illness?
cause illness? Hazardous substances that can cause illness include dust and fumes, flowers and bulbs, oils, metalwork fluids, cleaning products, cement, vapors and gases, and biological agents, germs. Okay, biological agents such as germs. Okay, so these are the in organizations. So you need to ensure that these are handled with care. Okay, so this is
What does COSH?
Okay, then what does COSH not include? Okay, COSH does not include substances that have their own regulations, such as lead, asbestos, radioactive substances. So lead, asbestos, and radioactive substances have their own regulations, right? So substances that become hazardous or explosive through high pressure or extreme temperatures, and biological agents outside the employer's control, such as catching an infection from a colleague. Yeah, so biological like germs, germs because of the germs that somebody else carried within the employees. If they catch that, then of course it is not a regulatory requirement, because if you catch flu from a colleague, that cannot be that is not included in the COSH regulations. Okay, right. So next, let's see
Myths and reality.
Myths and reality. Okay, let's see what are the myths and reality. Of course, it is safe. We have always done it that way. Okay, let's see. Some diseases take years to develop. If exposure is high, a fatal disease may develop. Maybe it's time to change. So sometimes it may not appear at the same time as you exposed or inhaled the substances, but it might accumulate over the time, and then later on over the time there may be any hazardous and fatal diseases that may develop throughout the time. So therefore, that's why even if there is no immediate harm, you must make sure that the hazardous substances are properly regulated and managed. Okay, so then next one, it is a natural product, so it can be harmful. Yeah, sometimes people might think, oh, it is natural, the flowers, the dust, the pollens, it's natural, so therefore there's nothing to worry. No, natural materials can be harmful, such as henna can cause dermatitis and asthma. So if you're using henna at your workplace for your clients, then you still have to do the test whether to see if there's any harm to the client. Okay, so because it can develop even if it is natural materials, but still it can have bad impact to the client. So you need to ensure that it is handled with care. So stone and concrete dust can cause lung disease such as silicosis. Now if you're working in a place where there's dust from stones and concrete, then that can cause lung disease over the time when you're exposed. Citrus oils can cause skin problems, irritations, things like that. Okay, so these are the myths. So the myths is then, if there's now myth is like you say, oh, there's no immediate harm, so it won't be a problem. No, that is the myth. So the truth is there can be long-term exposure can cause problems. And if the myth is if it is natural materials, it doesn't make a harm. No, that is wrong. The truth is it can make it can be harmful. Okay. Okay, let's see next. I don't work with harmful substances. Most people work with substances that are hazardous to health. Even something as simple as flour can be hazardous. Oven cleaner is a substance that can be hazardous to health. So you can take it easy. Oh, I don't work with hazardous substances, but then even some small amount or that that you do not know, the substance that you do not know how to handle, then it can cause health problems. They wouldn't sell it to us, so it's not safe. So people might think, oh no, hazardous substances, nobody sell it to us, so don't worry, we won't be able to get any harm. But then that's a myth. Just because something is available, it doesn't mean it is safe. For example, you can readily purchase bleach and it can severely damage your health if misused, right? Now, sometimes you use bleach for cleaning the toilets. That can be also hazardous to your health if it is being handled inappropriately. Okay, so so these are the myths and truths about hazardous substances. Okay, let's see the next.
Let's recap.
Right, let's see. Control of substances hazardous to health. Yes. Yes, the control of substances hazardous to health. Regulations 2002 are also known as COSH. Okay, so we know. Okay, what is COSH? COSH is all about the control of substances hazardous to health. Regulations 2002 are also known as COSH. So it is whatever the substances that are available at your workplace that may cause harmful to your health, and how the regulations to handle these substances is called COSH. Okay, we know that now. And
Health
okay,
and
let's
Safety
see.
at Work.
Health and Safety at Work Act 1974. So this is very important. When you work in the UK, everybody must know this Health and Safety Act work Act 1974. So COSH regulations were introduced under this act in 1989 and amended in 2002. Okay, let's watch this video.
Health and Safety Law. The Health and Safety at Work Act places responsibilities on your employer to ensure a safe place of work, provide safe equipment, provide information and training, and provide instruction and supervision. You also have responsibilities under health and safety law. You have a duty to take reasonable care of your own health and safety. You have a duty of care to other employees, clients, and visitors. You must cooperate with your employer in performing duties, and you must report any health and safety concerns. Health and Safety Law. The Health and Safety at Work Act places responsibilities on your employer to ensure a safe place of work, provide safe equipment, provide information and training, and provide instruction and supervision. You also have responsibilities under health and safety law. You have a duty to take reasonable care of your own health and safety. You have a duty of care to other employees, clients, and visitors. You must cooperate with your employer in performing duties, and you must report any health and safety concerns. UK REACH. UK REACH is a
Okay, so UK REACH. UK REACH is a regulation that applies to most chemical substances that are manufactured in or imported into Britain. Britain is England, Scotland, and Wales. REACH stands for Evaluation, Authorization, and Restriction of Chemicals. The main aims of UK REACH are to ensure a high level of protection for human health and the environment from the risks posed by chemicals. Under the regulation, industry manufacturers are responsible for assessing and managing the chemical risks, and they must provide safety information to all users. So UK REACH is the regulation that applies to most chemical substances and how that is manufactured or imported into the Great Britain. These regulations are in place in order to make sure that the harmful chemicals, reaching the population. So UK is protecting its people under strict regulation and monitoring, authorization, evaluating the restriction of chemicals. So they use this evaluation, authorization, and restriction to manufacture or import harmful chemicals. Okay, so they are in order to protect the people. So and if the industries need chemicals, then of course there is a strict regulation that industry manufacturers must be responsible for assessing and managing the chemical risks for people. And if there's anything that is being produced, then the label should give the information about the safety information for the all users, because that's very important how to handle it. Okay, then let's see.
UK
Right,
REACH.
UK REACH. Because the UK left the European Union, in the European Union REACH regulation was brought into UK law under the European Withdrawal Act 2018. The key principles of the EU REACH regulation were retained from 1st January 2021. The Independent Chemical Regulatory Framework is now known as the UK REACH. EU REACH continues to apply to the Northern Ireland. Okay, so in Northern Ireland, the EU REACH, which means the regulation of the manufacturing and import of chemicals, and these are different regulations and different legislations for manufacturing and importing the chemicals, harmful chemicals.
Let's
Right,
recap.
let's see. Okay, let's recap what can cause. Okay, select all the correct answers. What substances does COSH include? Cleaning products, biological agents, and no, not lead or asbestos, and only substances classified as hazardous. Okay, let's see if it's right. No, it's just the cleaning products and the biological agents. So the correct answer is the course covers most of the chemicals but used at work, but does not cover lead, asbestos, or radioactive substances. Okay, so they have their own
module completion. Well done. You have now completed module 1 of your training.
Let's move to the next part.
Module 2,
right. Okay, so we are going to learn
substances. Substances hazardous to health. Let's now look at substances in more detail.
Hazardous to health.
Select each of the buttons to.
Okay. Of course, there is a strict regulation that.
Module 2, hazardous substances. Substances hazardous to health. Let's now look at substances in more detail. Select each of the buttons to learn about the properties that make substances hazardous to health. Module 2, Hazardous Substances. Substances hazardous to health. Let's now look at substances in more detail. Select each of the buttons to learn about the properties that make substances hazardous to health.
Right, okay. Let's now see the hazardous substances that are okay, that you need to know. Right, okay. Explosive. A substance is classified as explosive if there is a risk that it may cause an explosion if released suddenly, or if it comes into contact with other substances, right? So you understand. So like explosives, it can if it can collide with something else, then it may cause explosion, like that. Okay, so explosives are hazardous substance to life. Flammable, yes, some substances are classified as flammable if it catches fire easily. Mm? Like fuels, fossil fuels, right? So these fuels, they may be hazardous to your life because it may catch fire easily. Oxidizing, okay, means that that the substance provides oxygen that can make other substances burn more fiercely. Care should be taken into keep it away from flammable substances, including clothing. Now, for example, it might release oxygen that can make other substances burn more fiercely. So then you have to be very careful when handling these substances. Corrosive. A corrosive substance attacks and destroys living tissues such as skin and eyes. Hydrochloric acid, found in toilet cleaners, is classified as corrosive. Okay, so you need to understand these different types of hazardous substances in lives that we use day-to-day life. Yeah. Then toxic substances. A toxic substance is one which can cause death. For example, if swallowed, inhaled, or absorbed by the skin, it may cause death, right? So you need to be very careful about these different types of hazardous substances that you may if you are working in different organizations, then you need to ensure that there's this control of these substances handling, and you are being supervised, and also whether you are given appropriate PPE, personal protective equipment, to handle. Okay, irritant. Okay, a substance is classified as an irritant if it causes a painful reaction or allergy when it contact with the skin, right? So sometimes some substances are making allergies and irritants for some skin types, right? So you need to understand, okay, that is a very hazardous substance for and harmful for your health. Sensitizer. A sensitizer causes a substantial proportion of exposed people to develop an allergic reaction after repeated exposure to the chemicals. So if you repeatedly exposure to these chemicals, and after some time, it can create substantial proportion of exposure will create allergies within people. Okay, then carcinogen, which is a carcinogen, is a substance that cause cancer. There are some substances that may cause cancer. So exposing to these substances may cause cancer, right? Then mutagen. A mutagen changes genetic material, for example, DNA. Mutations can cause cancer, so a mutagen is often also a carcinogen. Okay, so yes, it can, because DNA mutation and something to do with like a genetic material mutation can definitely cause cancer, and this mutation is also considered very harmful to life. Okay, so let's see the
The
next.
form of
Right, the form of substances. A hazardous substance comes in three basic physical forms: solids. Okay, what are the solids? For example, tablets, dishwasher tablets, pellets, rat poison, powders such as washing powder. Dust come from larger solids and can be dangerous when inhaled, such as wood, wheat dust. In a care setting, solids also include medication and food. Yeah, so yeah, that can also be a solid form of hazardous substances. Okay, let's
2.
see.
Liquids.
Liquids, the form of substances liquid. So we are talking about the hazardous substances, and then or there can be solids, and then there can be a form of liquids as well. Common liquids include cleaning fluids, liquid medicines, and bodily fluids. Vapors will form when liquids evaporate, and if inhaled, uh, okay, if inhaled, can reach toxic levels quickly, so good ventilation is required. Mists and aerosols consist of fine liquid droplets suspended in the air, such as insect pesticides. Yeah, so there can be hazardous substances in the form of liquids, such as pesticides and cleaning fluids, and liquid medicines, and like bodily fluids. Okay, so how you handle this at work is very important. That is why cost regulation comes into place.
3.
Right, the form of substances like gases. So there could be liquid, solids, and these gases. Okay, so three forms of hazardous substances. The gases, these disperse in the air very quickly and are hazardous if they replace the oxygen needed to breathe. Sometimes there is no detectable odor, such as carbon monoxide. There's no odor detectable. Non toxic gases can also be hazardous if they replace oxygen. Examples: air fresheners, oven cleaners. Okay, so sometimes when they have a very irritable odor, then that can also be harmful. But there, even without a detectable odor, there will be some gases that may harmful to your life. So you have to handle these with care, and you need proper assessment, risk assessment in managing of these risks at work, and also proper training should be given to employees. Right. Right. The
Kosh
kosh
symbols. There
symbols.
are 9
There are
Kosh
9
symbols in
symbols in
total.
total.
Select
Okay, so
each
these are the
symbol to learn their meaning.
kosh symbols. Okay, so learn about all these 9 symbols. 9 symbols. So you may have seen these symbols different places, right? Back on the packages, and sometimes you have seen the fuel containers. Yeah. So yeah, you have seen, but let's learn about one by one. Okay, so let's see what are these symbols. Right, okay, what is this symbol? Flammable. Liquids and gases which are flammable if in contact with air at ambient temperature and pressure. Example: deodorant, hairspray, nail polish remover, and mosquito repellent. So some substances, if they get contact with other gases or liquids, may cause flames. So it may be flammable. Fire may cause fire. Okay, so that is why you have to handle this with care. And examples are the deodorants, hairspray, nail polish remover, and mosquito repellent. These symbols are in the containers of these the substances to show that it is flammable. Okay. The next one. Let's see what is this corrosive. Chemicals that may destroy living tissue on contact. Example, toilet and oven cleaners. Right. So this is corrosive. Okay. So flammable, corrosive, and then next, longer term health hazards. A cancer-causing agent or substance with respiratory, reproductive, or organ toxicity that cause damage over time. Example, turpentine, petrol, and some types of oils. Okay, so long-term exposure to these different substances may cause lifelong damage. So it can have cancers, and it can be respiratory, reproductive, or organ toxicity can cause damage over the time. Okay, so handling these longer term health hazards very important at work. Okay, so next, let's see dangerous for the environment. Some chemicals that may present in an immediate or delayed danger to one or more components of their environments. For example, pesticides and biocides. Okay, because some of the substances may bring immediate or delayed danger to wild animals and the environment. Okay, so that is this one, which is dangerous to the environment. So learn about these different types of signs. Okay, and this one, let's see, toxic substances and preparations which in regular quantities can cause death or acute chronic damage to health when inhaled, swallowed, or absorbed via the skin, such as mold killer. Mold killers, yes, we use sometimes these at our houses. So these can be toxic to your health, and a considerable amount of or regular quantities of these types of toxic substances can cause death or any acute or chronic damage to your health. Okay, so these are the sign you should understand. Okay, this one is oxidizing substances and preparations which give rise to an exothermic reaction, meaning a rise in temperature when in contact with other substances. This is particularly dangerous with flammable substances such as oxygen tanks. Right, so it can cause flammable or in contact with the different types of substance. It can cause it can be dangerous or flammable, okay, such as oxygen tanks, so oxidizing agents. Okay, and then if you take this one, let's see what is it. Gas under pressure. Gas stored under pressure, such as gas cylinders or containers, contained gas which can explode if heated or put under pressure. Examples, fire extinguishers and gas canisters. Okay, so this is about the gas under pressure with the fire extinguishers that we use in buildings can cause can have gas under pressure. So if it is gas stored under pressure, then these gas cylinders or the containers, fire extinguishers or the gas canisters may explode and cause hazards to your life. So that has to be then well trained, risk assessed, and managed properly at the workplace, because then that is how, according to Health and Safety Regulation of Health and Safety at Work Act 1974. Okay, so let's see this one. This is a caution. Okay, caution sign. Hazardous to health, the environment, and the ozone layer. You know, ozone layer. Ozone layer protects us from bad UV rays from the sun. So if the substance that is hazardous to health, environment, and for the ozone layer, then that is, this symbol is showing in those types of substances. So examples, household products, washing up liquids, and bleach. Right, yeah, so this one, let's see what is this. Explosive. may react exothermically with atmospheric oxygen, thereby quickly evolving gases which may not detonate or upon heating explode. Example, fireworks and live ammunition. Okay, so ammunition, live ammunition. Okay, so explosives. So sometimes the explosives uh, uh, that can react in contact with oxygen, or it may detonate or heating can explode. So then those things such as fireworks uh, are very hazardous substance for life. Okay, so that has to be marked in this symbol. This is called explosive symbol. Okay, so we learned about all 9 symbols. Okay, so explosives, hazardous to environment, and this is long-term health conditions, corrosive, fire, oxidizing, toxic. This is the gas canisters which are contained gas, and this one is the caution. It's caution. It can it can cause any type of issues for the ozone layer, human and environment. Okay, so we learned about different types of signs. Okay, let's see the next. Right, let's see this one. Identify the correct caution symbol. Explosive. Explosive. Okay, explosive is a correct symbol. Corrosive, yes. Inflammable, yes. Toxic, yes. Gas under pressure, yes. Informative, no. Caution. Yes. Caution, yes. Okay. We got a 7 out of 10. 7. Yeah, 7 out of 7. Good. Right. So we understand now what is caution symbol. Okay. What are the caution symbols? Okay. Good.
Routes of exposure.
Right. Okay. So now we are now going to learn about routes of exposure. Poor control of substances can have an adverse effect on your body. So you must be aware of the most common routes of exposure to a hazardous substance. These include injection via the mouth, absorption via the skin, inhalation of fumes, dust and vapors. There may be other routes in your workplace, for example, needle stick injuries. Medical help should be sought immediately if there is exposure to hazardous substance where the risk of danger or harm has occurred. Okay, so how you can get exposed to different hazardous substances, such as by ingestion, like you maybe swallow it, right, mistakenly or somehow, right? So that is a route to exposure for this, or absorb to skin can, right? And then inhale, you may inhale the substance. So even if you think that you have got exposed to this hazardous substances, then you need to seek medical advice immediately. Okay,
Select
let's
each.
see. Let's see these ones. Okay, sure. Okay, exposure by breathing in. Once inhaled, some substances can attack the nose, throat, or lungs, while others get into the body through the lungs and harm other parts of the body. For example, the liver. Okay, so it is through breathing in. And exposure by the skin contact. Substances can damage skin or pass through it and damage internally. Routes of skin damage include touching, dipping hands, splashing, or airborne dusts. Then exposure by swallowing. People transfer chemicals from their hands to their mouths by eating, drinking, or smoking without washing first. So that is why washing hands very important when you work in health and social care sector. Okay, then exposure to the eyes. Some vapors, gases, dust, and dust are irritating to eyes. Caustic fluid splashes can damage eyesight permanently. So you have to be very careful. Okay. Next, exposure by skin puncture. Risks from needle stick injuries are rare, but can involve infection, transmission, or harmful substances, such as giving insulin to a non-diabetic. Mm. Yeah, so you could be very careful when you are working in health and social care sector because of these rules. COSH rules, very important, right? Okay, let's see next.
Biological agents.
Biological agents. Right. Biological agents are also classified as hazardous substances. Biohazards are germs that cause disease and pose a threat to the health of living organisms, preliminary humans. Examples include leptospirosis, spread by rodents. Then there are different spread by water contamination. So there are different types of exposure. If you is exposed to these biological agents, it can cause health hazards. In health and social care, common biohazards in the workplace are bodily fluids such as blood, vomit, urine, or feces. Okay, so you need to be very careful when you work in the health and social care sector because uh, biological or biohazards are can cause you ill as well. Okay, so it's
Food
not
becoming
only the substances that is in different that you use for cleaning stuff. The biohazards are also things that has to be managed properly. Right, so food becoming hazardous, yes. Food becomes hazardous by contamination, which is unintended presence of harmful substances or microorganisms in food. Food can become contaminated from the following sources, such as chemical hazards, physical hazards, and biological hazards. Chemical hazards such as cleaning solutions. So yeah, if it is contaminated with the cleaning solutions, yes, the food may get the chemical hazards. The physical hazards such as foreign particles such as glass, hair, or metal in food can become dangerous. Biological hazards are microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see more. Select the correct one. What are the most common ways? Okay. Right. So ingestion, inhalation, and skin absorption. Correct, right? So that is how the most common routes of exposure to hazardous chemicals are ingestion, inhalation, and skin absorption. Right.
Module
Next, we
completion.
have completed module 2. As well, now we know the COSH symbols. First, module 1, we learned about the COSH definition and explanations, and the second module we've learned about COSH symbols and routes to exposure. Okay, right. So let's now move to the next slide. Let's module. Module 3. Safety measures. Legal requirements. Module 3 will teach you the safety measures in place to reduce risk. The control of substances hazardous to health regulations, COSH, state that there should be a risk assessment in place for all hazardous substances in your workplace. Employers must control substances that are hazardous to health. Staff exposure to hazardous substances must be managed, reduced, and prevented by finding out what the health hazards are and managing them. select the button. Okay, care homes. In care homes, let's see what all. In care homes, when working with vulnerable individuals, all hazardous substances should be kept in a lockable cupboard. Okay, in home care, okay, let's see. In home care, if you work in domiciliary care, then the risk assessment should identify the safest place to keep any hazardous substances such as cleaning products. Okay. Right. Next.
Risk
assessment requirements. COSH regulations require employers to assess the risk to their employees and to prevent or adequately control those risks. This can be done by deciding what substances are harmful, looking at each substance, thinking about the task, choosing control measures, and stay in control by checking and maintaining. Risk assessments at your workplace is very important and it is a regulatory requirement. So you have to make sure that you are following the rules, right?
A COSH
risk assessment. A COSH risk assessment should be carried out by your employer. The risk from a hazardous substance is the likelihood that it will harm you if used incorrectly. The assessment should include the hazardous presented by the substance, how it should be used, how it is controlled, and who is exposed to how much for how long, and what will be the consequence, like what takes action as soon as if you have been contaminated or exposed. Okay. So there is
COSH assessment.
COSH assessment. It is important that you know the COSH guidelines in your workplace. Okay, let's see what are the hazards. Okay, contact with bleach and other cleaning and washing chemicals. It can be hazards. It can be a hazard. Who might be harmed and how? Prolonged contact with water, particularly in combination detergents, can cause skin damage. Staff cleaning premises risk skin irritation or eye damage from direct contact with bleach and other cleaning products. Vapor may cause breathing problems. What are you doing already? Dishwasher used instead of washing by hand. All containers clearly labeled. Where possible, cleaning products marked irritant, not purchased, and milder alternatives brought instead. Yes, sometimes you can get milder alternatives rather than getting used to highly irritant chemicals. Long-handled mops in brushes and strong rubber gloves provided and used. Yes, personal protective equipment should be provided by the employer. Staff wash rubber gloves after using them and store in a clean place. What further action is necessary? Staff reminded thoroughly dry hands after washing. Provide non-taint, not oil-free cream for staff to apply regularly to replace the moisture stripped by frequent washing. Remind staff to check for dry, red, or itchy skin on their hands and to tell manager if this occurs. Action by who? The manager. Action by when and the date. Action achieved. Yes. So this is how a COSH guideline is given, how to find the hazards at work. Okay. So you need to find out what are the hazards, who may be exposed to this, what are you doing about it, what are actions that you need to take in order to reduce the hazards, and action by who, by when, and how action will be achieved. Okay. Right. Let's move to the next.
Safety data sheets.
Safety data sheets. Safety data sheets provide information on each chemical product that informs the COSH risk assessment. They describe the hazards, the chemicals present, and give you information on handling, storage, and emergency measures in case of an accident. In compliance with the law, safety data sheets are compiled by the manufacturer of the product and are available from the substance supplier. Data sheets are not risk assessments in themselves, but can be attached to a risk assessment for a substance, or they may be kept in a separate file. COSH symbols should be detailed on safety data sheets. Information about hazardous substances used in the workplace should be accessible to all employees. So these are the rules and regulations for the employers to ensure that everybody is aware about the different substances, the contents and the ingredients, and what type of a harm that can cause for them if exposed. And in case if they have been exposed and they have the irritation or they have the signs of any hazards to their health, then what actions has to be taken next? It should be available readily when available for the employees to understand and follow in case of any emergency, how to follow and what precautions to take. Okay, so we are talking about COSH regulations in the UK. Right. Work exposure limit. Approximately 500 substances out of the thousands used are given a work exposure limit. This is to help protect the health of workers and is calculated on the concentrations of a substance in the air over a period of time. Two time periods are used to determine the work exposure limit. Long term 8 hours, short term 15 minutes. Exposure controls should be found on the safety data sheet for a hazardous substance. Okay, so if you have hazardous substances at your offices, where in the workplace where you work, then there is work exposure limit, because continuous exposure will be harmful for your health and safety. Yeah, so the long term is maximum of 8 hours. The short term exposure is like work exposure limit is 15 minutes. Okay, so this is different from industry to industry. At class we talk about different industries and we get understanding more about this information. But this is I am giving you a quick classroom session for you, so you get the basic idea about what is COSH stand for and what is the importance of understanding COSH regulations. Personal protective equipment, PPE. Employers are responsible for providing appropriate PPE for all staff that need it in the workplace. It is your responsibility to wear personal protective equipment as directed by your workplace and to follow the policies and procedures in doing so. So let's see what is. Okay, so disposable gloves. Sometimes you need disposable gloves to complete your tasks, especially when you're working in care homes. The next one is disposable aprons. When you work in kitchens, when you work in cleaning industries, yes, then even care industry, you have disposable aprons. Then you have goggles, eye protection. So some of the industries, these are there. So then face masks and face shields. Yes, it's very important. And shoe covers sometimes. Yeah, some of the employees provide shoe covers. Like in hospitals, you need to prevent any germs coming Okay, so like protective footwear. Yes, sometimes you have protective footwear because if there's any falls, if any trips and falls, then there are special kind of shoes are available too if you're working in floors, in warehouses and things like that, that may prevent your feet from trips and falls, and sometimes falling objects to your foot. Okay, and sometimes it has good grips, so you won't fall. You can walk well with those shoes. Okay, so those are the to protect your feet. Protective clothing. Yes, some industries have protective clothing to protect your entire body from getting into explosives or any kind of harmful substances. Okay, so these are the personal protective equipment you need to understand, and you have to follow the processes, and definitely wear these protective equipments as instructed by the employer. Right, next we'll
Donning
see donning and doffing PPE. Okay, let's watch this.
Perform hand hygiene using alcohol hand gel or rub and or soap and water. Put on your apron, tying it securely at the back. Donning and doffing PPE. Perform hand hygiene using alcohol hand gel or rub and or soap and water. Put on your apron, tying it securely at the back. Put on your face mask. If tied, make sure it is secure. Once it covers the nose, extend to cover your mouth and chin. Where there is a splashing risk, use eye protection or a face shield. Put on your eye protection or face shield. Put on your gloves. You need to select non-sterile nitrile gloves which fit you properly. Remove first glove by grasping the outside of the cuff of the glove and peel off, holding the glove in the gloved hand. Roll up the glove, pull apron off, and roll into a bundle, still using gloved hand. Slide the fingers of the ungloved hand under the remaining glove at the wrist and peel off second glove over the first glove and apron. Discard in a clinical waste bin. Perform hand hygiene using alcohol hand gel or rub or soap and water. Remove eye protection or face shield. Handle by headband or earpieces and dispose of in a clinical waste bin. Perform hand hygiene using alcohol hand gel or rub and or soap and water. Remove the face mask. Untie or break the bottom ties followed by the top ties or elastic, and remove the respirator or mask by handling the ties only. Dispose of in a clinical waste bin. Perform hand hygiene using alcohol hand gel or rub and or soap and water immediately after removing all personal protective equipment. Safe practice. Always read the labels on containers. Always follow manufacturer's instructions for use. Only use chemicals which have data sheets. Always read the data sheet. Only use chemicals as described on the data sheets. Wear the recommended PPE equipment. Know what to do if there is risk of contamination. Report any mishaps with use of chemicals and substances. Dispose of chemicals and substances as advised by your employers.
Right, okay, so safe practice. Always read the labels on containers. Always follow manufacturer's instructions for use. Only use chemicals which have data sheets. So you know now data sheets, it has all information about the chemical and how to handle the process and procedures and what to do if contaminated. Okay, always read the data sheet. Yes, only use chemicals as described on the data sheets. Wear the recommended PPE equipment. Know what to do if there is a risk of contamination. Report any mishaps with use of chemicals and substances. Dispose of chemicals and substances as advised by your employer. So always stick to the process and procedures and follow the data sheets before you're starting the process, and follow the instructions and supervision as trained by the employer. Unsafe practice: never mix chemicals, never decant chemicals into an unmarked container. Yes, never take a chance by not wearing a PPE. Never ignore spillage and mishaps. Okay, so you need to be very, very careful about it.
Practice. Never mix chemicals. Never decant chemicals into an unmarked container. Never take a chance by not wearing PPE. Never ignore spillages and mishaps. Do not take risks.
Right, let's see next.
Scenario. Mixing chemicals.
Okay.
Sunita is Scenario. Mixing chemicals. Sunita is a home care worker and she is giving domestic support to an individual by cleaning their toilet. She wants to give the toilet a good clean, so decides to use bleach and a toilet cleaner as she thinks this will get the best results. Sunita starts to clean the toilet and inhales the mixed fumes from the two cleaning products, which are both hazardous substances. As she inhales the fumes, she gets a severe pain in her nose and feels dizzy. Sunita had to leave work and could not continue with any work for the rest of that day. Her manager asks what the problem is, and Sunita explains how she cleaned the toilets. Scenario. The outcome. The manager tells Sunita to go to the doctor and get checked out, as she may be having a serious reaction from mixing the cleaning products. The manager takes the following actions to reduce the risk. Remind all staff of the COSH risk assessment in place. Ensure that every staff member has read and signed the risk assessment. Check that all staff have completed their COSH training. Check that the individual's home where the incident happened is now safe and the individual is no longer at high risk. Risk assessment. Let's look at an example of the risk assessment that should be written as an outcome of the incident involving Sunita. Select each button to see what should be included in the risk assessment.
Okay, so we are learning about risk assessment now. What are the risks to what are the risks? So one is contact with hazardous substances, burns, pain from contact or inhalation, and any irritations, breathing problems,